Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I'm giving you my second top 10 list this evening. And I did my top 10 favorite sidekicks earlier, so now I'm giving you my top 10 sidekicks that I hate. These characters, not only do I hate these characters, the movies they are in just absolutely suck. Um, I really don't have anything else to say. There are a few movies on this list that I actually like, um, but the side characters are just terrible. Um, so, without further ado, here's my top 10 sidekicks that I hate. Coming in at number 10 is Chuck Norris in the movie Sidekicks. Now, in this movie, he doesn't have a character name, he just plays himself. If you don't know what Sidekicks, Jonathan Brandis is bullied, picked on, um, and he daydreams a lot, and he dreams about kicking ass alongside Chuck Norris. Uh, Danica McKellar is in this movie. She's really the only bright spot in this movie. I like Jonathan Brandis, but this movie is it's just not good. And Chuck Norris as his sidekick is it's just bad. I'm not the biggest fan of Chuck Norris. There are a few movies that he's okay in, but I'm not the biggest fan of Chuck Norris. And this movie is just a prime example. It's just bad. Um, uh, but like I said, Danica McKellar is about the only bright spot in my opinion. I don't hate these people. Um, as a person, but just the way they acted in this movies, it's just bad. Chuck Norris, it just he had a few funny spots in this movie, but I just didn't like his sidekick. He just wasn't good, in my opinion. Coming in at number 9 is Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars Episode 1. And of course, he's sprinkled throughout number 2, and he has a brief cameo in the third movie. But the main one is the first movie. He's supposed to be there for comedic relief, but he's just annoying. Everything about the character is annoying. I really wish they would just wipe this character out and been done with it. At least don't bring him back for the next movie. Although he's not in it that much as the first movie, his character is annoying. Now I love the first movie. I just don't like his character, and I'm not a big fan of the kid who played young Anakin. Nothing against the kid himself, but I think the character should have been a little bit older. I think he should have been a teenager in this first movie. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, Jar Jar Binks, he would probably be number one on most people's list. But on my list, there are a lot more characters that are far more annoying than I hate. So yeah, number 9, Jar Jar Binks. Number 8 is probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but I don't care. It is Spock from Star Trek. I'm not a Star Trek fan. I have seen some movies, unfortunately, and I hate the movies. I don't like the series, and I don't like Spock. I don't know what it is, but he's just I don't know. In the movies I've seen him in, he's annoying, not interesting in my opinion, and yeah, I don't like these movies. I don't like the TV shows. I'm just not a Trekkie. But yeah, Star Wars, even the Orville. I love the Orville. That's amazing. But just not a Trekkie, and Spock, just not a great sidekick in my opinion. Um, Coming in at number 7 is Leo Porter from Firewalker. Firewalker, I just watched a few days ago with Chuck Norris. Um, it uh, it was a bad movie. It, it's supposed to be an action adventure comedy, but I just this is a movie. One of the two movies that I have shut off this last week. Uh, about halfway through, I couldn't finish it. It just they just didn't appeal to me. Another one I turned off had Sharon Stone and James Earl Jones in it, if you can believe that. But it just not good movies. And Firewalker is just an example of a throwaway action movie, and and this character was just bad, just annoying, and yeah, that's why it's on my list. Number 6, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this one. Willie Scott from Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Uh, where's Karen Allen when you need her? All seriousness, you couldn't grab her or snatch her up for this movie, or anybody else. This character is so annoying. She's always screaming and bitching and pissing and moaning, and I don't like this character. Um, and as I said in my first video, I had Short Round on there for one of my favorites. Well, I got one on here that's one I hate. I don't like her character. If they had written her character a bit different, probably been a little bit better. Man, is she annoying in this movie. And I'm sure a lot of people will probably agree with me on this one. But yeah, she comes in at number 6. Willie Scott, just not a good sidekick. Number 5 is Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings. And yes, this is not only the first one you'll see on this list, but you'll see another one on this list later on. I hate The Lord of the Rings. I don't like the Hobbit movies. These are some of the most overrated movies I've ever seen in my life. How they ever won Oscars, especially for direction, is beyond me. I like Peter Jackson. I like some of his work, but this trilogy is freaking annoying. It's got some of the most annoying characters. The dialogue it's so mind-numbingly boring and dull. I cannot stand these movies. And this is just one of two characters you're going to see on my list. And yeah, they're not great movies. They're highly overrated. And if George Lucas can't win for Best Director, I don't see how Jackson wins for Lord of the Rings. I don't get it. But if you like Lord of the Rings, more power to you. I'm just not a fan. And this is just one of many characters I don't like in the movies when it comes to Lord of the Rings. Number 4 is Riley Poole from National Treasure franchise. Enough said about that. Number 3, I'm probably going to catch a lot of hell for this, for some of you diehard fans, but I don't care. It is Officer K, or K, from Blade Runner 2049. This is a movie that I couldn't get through. I wasn't a fan of the original. I've only seen it once. Don't ever want to see it again. I tried getting through this movie. I was bored to death. I love Ryan Gosling. I love a lot of his performances. La La Land being one of them. But I couldn't do it. And I love Harrison Ford to death. But these movies, I'm just not a fan of. And again, if you like the movie, you're a fan of it, congratulations, more power to you. It's just not for me. I just didn't like his character. I found him to be dull and pretty annoying sometimes. But yeah, number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Nick Hillard from Grown Ups 2. Now, Grown Ups 2, I absolutely love this sequel. I hope we get a third movie. I know there's some people out there that don't like these movies, don't like a lot of Adam Sandler movies, but that's fine. We're all entitled to our own opinions. I like this movie. I just don't like Nick Hiller's character. I just don't like this character. I don't think it was a character that was needed in this movie. He really didn't have a lot to do with this movie anyway. Now, the reason he's in this movie is because Rob Schneider's character isn't in this movie, and it's not because he was blackballed or anything. It's he was having a child at the time with his wife, I believe, and so he wasn't able to do the movie. And so they bring in Nick Swartzen, who plays Nick in the damn movie, and his character is annoying, disgusting, and serves no purpose in this movie. Had they taken his character out, I think it would have been fine. Shaq's character in this movie was a close second as far as being annoying and really not even needed because the four main characters that returned were just fine. We didn't need Nick Swartzen in this movie, in my opinion. And his character, like I said, is annoying, and I cannot stand looking at him when he's in his tidy whities with a piss stain on it. It's just disgusting. And then again, there are some other characters in this movie that can be annoying. But I love this sequel. I hope we get another movie. I doubt it, especially since Sandler's making a lot of movies for Netflix, which are bombing at the box office and really become a bunch of crap. But yeah, his character, Nick Hiller from Grown Ups 2, number 2. And my number one sidekick that I absolutely hate is Gollum from Lord of the Rings. As I said earlier, Lord of the Rings are highly overrated. I don't get the excitement for these movies. But then again, we all have our own opinions. This character is annoying. My precious. I just wanted to kick the TV back when I could actually kick my leg. But yeah, Gollum's just annoying. That's all I can really say. It's really frustrating and irritating to have to talk about him and this character. But yeah, just a terrible sidekick and deserves the number one spot on my list. So in the comment section below, give me your top 10 most hated sidekicks in your opinion. And let me know what you thought about my list as well, as always. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And other than that, I thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for more top 10s and movie reviews this weekend. I thank you for watching. And don't you go changing.